What's up, all my Ewoks? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and today I am going to be talking about one of the most ridiculous articles I ever came across. But apparently, Disneyland, Disney Galaxy Edge, Disney World, I don't know exactly which park it is, but apparently when they first opened their Star Wars land, they had a special type of spork. For those of you that don't know what a spork is, it's like a hybrid of a fork and a spoon. So, they had these fancy metal sporks, and people started taking them because they're like, oh, it's a cool Star Wars spork. So they took them. Disney stopped making them, and then apparently they're back, but now they're charging money for sporks that were originally free, and people are losing their shit. So, let's go check out this article, then I'm going to show you some other funny stuff I found in regards to the Disneyland sporks. Alright everyone, so I have this article pulled up. Disney charging $11 for Galaxy's Edge sporks that were originally free to use. Again, like I said, this is one of the most ridiculous article titles I've ever seen. But here's the thing, I just want to let everyone know. So Disney has a problem with merch. So they're making products that nobody's selling. When Rogue One came out, when all of the Disney stores, Disney came out with this special line of action figures for the new Star Wars movie called the Die-Cast. What the fuck just happened? Alright. I don't know what just happened, but alright. Back onto it. Disney came out with these action figures called die-cast, and so those action figures obviously are not the standard size of the actual action figures that have been coming out for decades. That, are standard, so that way no matter what Star Wars movie comes out, all the action figures are the same size. They decided to make die-cast that were metal action figures, very hard to play with. If you drop it, the paint scrapes right off the metal as compared to just being plastic, and the plastic comes that color, so even if you scrape it, it's still the color. But they did it for collector's items, and then they decided to mass produce collector's items. Like, one of the special things about collector's items is that they are limited edition. So Disney lost a lot of money making die-cast. And even when Rogue One came out, they went on sale for $4.99. Buy one, get two free. That's how much Disney was losing money on these products. But now, here's the difference between, regular stores, like Disney stores, Targets, Walmarts, Toys R Us, back when they were open, and then Disneyland. People are die-hard fans of Disneyland, and it doesn't matter if they're not even a fan of the product, the movie. They want it because it's a Disneyland exclusive. I've witnessed it happen before. People will go buy, spend however much money it is that day for a ticket into Disneyland just to go buy like a specific pop of a Yeti from the Matterhorn that only gets sold at Disneyland. People that are diehard Disneyland freaks, which is I'm not saying freaks in a bad way. It's, to each their own. I mean, I live surrounded by action figures. I have, stuffed animals pinned to my ceiling. I'm not the, most normal person on the face of the world. So me saying freaks is not an insult. Just understand that. But people are diehard, passionately fans of Disneyland, and, they like this stuff. They collect it. They know trivia beyond trivia of Disneyland. It's crazy. I'm not one of those people. Like, I like Disneyland. I like the Indiana Jones ride, until they start fucking up more stuff. Like, they already fucked up Pirates. They fucked up Star Tours. It's breaking my soul day by day, the more changes that they make. But I still like Disneyland. I enjoy going to Disneyland. But this is ridiculous. And I've kind of babbled a little bit about it, but let me just say, from firsthand experience, I'm not surprised this happened, and I don't think it has anything specifically to do with the fact that people are diehard Star Wars fans. I think it's just this one thing in Disneyland is new and it's different, and because people that regularly go to Disneyland, because a lot of people in Southern California, they have the SoCal passes, they go, they see it, and it starts trending, and then people just want it. Doesn't matter if you're not interested in the movie, doesn't matter if you even give two shits about the franchise, you want it because it's the Disneyland product. So that's something that Disney actually has going for them, is that a lot of people are very, they passionately love Disneyland and the products that it creates, which is why we have a spork epidemic. So let's start reading this. It's a very short article. Disney Star Wars Galaxy Edge Park is now charging $11 for sporks that were free when it opened. Almost 8 months on from when the first Star Wars theme park opened in Anaheim, California, fans continue to flock to Disney's immersive Planet of Batuu. When I went, it was completely empty. But that's just me. And, you know, maybe since they opened up the new ride, maybe it's a little bit more busy. But from all my friends that actually work at Disneyland, it's not doing too well. This Spork is apparently an epidemic within Disneyland. This Spork is more popular and I feel like trending more than the actual park, than any other products. I like how they spent time actually making products. So like, here's a Jedi belt, here's a Sith mug, here's this, here's that, here's Rose Tico's little thing that's with her sister that's like $180. But apparently people don't care about that. They care about the Spork. I don't get it, but whatever. That's great marketing, Disney. People care more about the Spork than the actual merchandise that you intended for people to buy. That's ridiculous. All right, let's see. At this point, Disney has made good on the promise to open Star Wars themed areas inside 2 of their parks. As previously mentioned, the first Galaxy Edge opened at the end of last May, with the second theme park having opened in Disney's Hollywood Studios at the end of last August. So far, the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Really? You might. What article is this? A Screen Rant. Go watch some reviews on YouTube. Let's see. Though Disney CEO Bob Iger previously had to explain why attendance numbers aren't as high as originally forecast, regardless of the numbers, Galaxy Edge is nothing if not a runway success. I would not say that. I wouldn't say that at all. Fans have come from around the world to experience the world of Star Wars, to avail themselves of the unique variety of souvenirs available. Yeah, it's basically just a giant Star Wars gift shop that had one ride for a while, just one, and the only thing that's good about that ride is if you are the pilot. If you're any other of the characters, at least for me, because I'm freaking tiny, for everyone that isn't aware, I'm a hobbit. For me, I couldn't see shit, so the pilot is the best spot. And it's fun when you have your, you know, because I went on it with my best friend. We were the pilots. I did like the up and down. She did the back and forth kind of control thing. That was fun. That was a good experience. But if you go with some random strangers, or, you know, you do the, you know, you just sat there and your friend's not sitting right next to you, it's probably not as enjoyable. But let's finish this. But yeah, didn't they fire the head of like the Disneyland something because the attendance wasn't as high and they lost money on Star Wars Land? Wasn't that a really big story that dropped? I'm pretty sure it was. But anyways, fans have come from around the world. I read that part. Unique variety of souvenirs available. While everything that's available to purchase isn't necessarily the most affordable, we're looking at you build your own lightsabers. Fans haven't had any major issues with paying top dollar for memorabilia. Well, of course not. They're stealing it. They're stealing the sporks. They're taking the sporks. Apparently, this is the most prized possession at fucking Disneyland. And also the holocrons that are made out of plastic, the most cheapest looking freaking holocrons I've ever seen. I can go on Etsy, get even higher quality, you know, made holocron for the exact same prices that they're selling at Disneyland. It's ridiculous. But anyways, this is just the article. I found some funny tweets on Twitter, so let's go check those out. Alright, so let's just scroll through here. We're on the Twitters. I'll go up and down a little bit, but there were some funny ones. Let's see. Sporks now available. Docking Bay 7, Galaxy's Edge, $10.99, limited 1 per transaction, no discounts, bag included. Disneyland. So one of the things, if you're at Disneyland, if you're an annual pass holder, you get a little discount. If you're a cast member, you get a discount. I think if you have the Disney credit card, you get a discount. But the fact, no discounts. It comes with a bag. Only 1 spork is allowed for purchase for transaction. So Disney is really, they're sticklers about this. And it's like, why don't you just let people buy as many as they want? You would make more money. So if you go and buy it, you have to go buy it and then leave and then come back and buy it. Or sometimes when they're really, really strict, it's only 1 per person per transaction. So you can go in and you can go and buy it, and then you have to leave and then come back the next day and buy another one. So that's usually with only limited edition items, like some of their special dolls and like statues and stuff. But 1 per transaction, that's not fair. People take their kids to Disneyland. What if all the kids want the special Star Wars spork because it's trending on Twitter? I don't get it, but whatever. You want to not make money? That's beyond me. Metal sporks return to Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge. When Disney opened Star Wars Land, they had fancy sporks in the restaurant, and so everyone was stealing them. They removed the sporks and replaced them with regular Coltree, and now they're selling them, and people are buying it. Oh, there we go. A regular fucking spork. God bless America. It's ridiculous. This whole spork, I like this. This one I thought was pretty funny. Disney Executive 1. Shouldn't we charge money for these? Disney Executive 2. What do you think people are going to start stealing sporks en masse? Star Wars fans. You underestimate my greed for Star Wars merch. It's like, okay, this isn't even technically Star Wars merch. This is like a Disneyland exclusive merch, which is exactly why people are losing their shit over the spork. You guys want this, depending on tax, maybe even like a $10 to $11 spork. Yes, so let's go to Disneyland. It's one per person, one per transaction. Let's go get the special Disneyland spork that comes with a little bag. Lovely. That's exactly what every Disney fan wants. We don't want Baby Yoda. You know, we haven't been dying and screaming and begging for Baby Yoda, but apparently it's the spork that's stealing the limelight. Well, never in my life did I think I'd be making a video about a spork, but, you know, the world is full of infinite surprises, and each day it's like, what is gonna be next? But apparently today was the day of the spork. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay too. Let me know in the comments below if you think that this is as ridiculous as I do, because I'd like to know I'm not the only one that thinks that this is absolutely crazy that people are losing their shit over a spork. A $10 spork, by the way. Like $10. Ooh, let's fancy. Get the little bag that comes with your little Star Wars spork. It's like, really? That's what you want. You want to go to Disneyland to go pay $10 plus tax, so like what probably comes out closer to $12 to be completely honest. But yeah, that's what people are losing their minds over. But yeah, let me know if you think that that's crazy, just like I think that's ridiculous. But anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. And may the Force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. What's up, everyone? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and I have an Etsy store, so if you've ever wanted to own a print of my artwork, this is the place to go. As you can see, I have a lot of recognizable characters, from horror films to heroes to Star Wars characters. Some of the notable characters I have on here are Darth Vader, which I did a couple live streams painting, so you can own a print of this painting. I also have Luke Skywalker, the Binary Sunset version, one of my favorite scenes in the original New Hope movie. I have Darth Maul, which Ray Parks himself actually complimented me on Instagram. And then last but certainly not least, Ahsoka Tano. So if you want to own any of these prints, go right on over to my Etsy store. Again, that's the Art of Anna, That Star Wars Girl, or TSWG for short. Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. What's up, everyone? I have a P.O. box, so if you want to send me some mail, go ahead and send it to Anna, That Star Wars Girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.